Hey there. Have you ever caught a glimpse of yourself in the mirror lately and thought, when did my skin start looking so tired? I know I have. Those little lines and dry patches seem to sneak up on us, don't they? It's easy to shrug it off and say, well, that's just what happens when you're over 60, but here's the thing, it doesn't have to be that way. Your skin's been with you through decades of laughter, sun, and maybe a few too many late nights, and it deserves a little love as we age. Today, I want to chat with you about some simple, down-to-earth tips for skincare that can keep you feeling fresh and confident, no matter how many candles are on your cake. We're going to walk through 5 easy ways to care for your skin as an older adult, nothing fancy or expensive, just practical stuff that works. So, let's start with the first tip, keeping it hydrated. You've probably noticed that as we get older, our skin doesn't hold on to moisture the way it used to. It can feel tight or flaky, especially in the winter or if you're in a dry climate. That's because our skin's natural oils start to slow down over time, and it needs a little help to stay soft. Drinking water is a great start. Aim for a few glasses a day, maybe with a slice of lemon if you're feeling fancy. But it's not just about what's going in, it's about what you're putting on, too. A good moisturizer is like a drink of water for your face and hands. My friend Joan, she's 68, and she swears by a plain old jar of cream she picks up at the drugstore, nothing with a big price tag, just something thick and gentle. She slathers it on after her shower, and she says her skin feels like it can breathe again. Look for something with ingredients like hyaluronic acid or glycerin if you can, they're like magnets for moisture. And don't skip your neck or hands, they're the first to show those dry little creases if you let them go thirsty. It's not about chasing some impossible glow, it's about feeling comfortable in your own skin. Joan told me she used to think moisturizing was a young person's game, but once she started, she noticed her cheeks didn't look so drawn anymore. It's a small step, takes maybe 2 minutes morning and night, but it's like telling your skin, hey, I've got you. And the best part? You don't need to overhaul your whole routine, just add a dab here and there, and you're on your way. Now, while we're keeping things hydrated, there's something else your skin's been begging for, and that's protection. I'm talking about the sun. Yep, even now, it's still a big player in how our skin ages. You might think, I'm not out tanning like I was in the 70s, but those rays sneak up on you during a quick walk to the mailbox or a chat on the porch. Over time, they can make spots darker and lines deeper, and they dry you out even more. That's where a little sunscreen comes in, not the greasy stuff you used at the beach back in the day, but something light you can wear every day. My cousin Ed, he's 72, and he started using a moisturizer with SPF 30 built right in. He's not a fan of extra steps, so this was perfect, just one swipe in the morning, and he's covered. He says it's kept those brown spots on his forehead from getting worse, and he doesn't feel like he's frying anymore when he's out watering his tomatoes. You don't need to slather it on like you're heading to the pool, just a thin layer on your face, neck, and maybe the backs of your hands if they're exposed. Pick something that feels good, not sticky, and make it part of your day, like brushing your teeth. It's not about vanity, it's about giving your skin a fighting chance against the years of sun it's already seen. Plus, it's a little shield against those harsh days when the wind or cold tries to zap what moisture you've got left. So, with hydration locked in and the sun at bay, let's move on to how gentle care can make a big difference. So, we've got your skin hydrated and shielded from the sun's sneaky rays, and that's a solid start to feeling good about how you look and feel. But there's another piece to this skincare puzzle that's just as important, especially as we get older, and it's all about being gentle. You might have noticed that your skin isn't as tough as it used to be, maybe it gets red or irritated more easily, or it takes longer to bounce back from a scratch. That's totally normal, and it's why treating it with a soft touch can go a long way. Let's talk about how dialing back the harsh stuff can keep your skin happy and calm. Think about how you wash your face. Back in the day, you might have scrubbed hard with a bar of soap or something that smelled like pine trees, figuring tougher was better. But now? Your skin's a little more delicate, and it doesn't need that kind of roughhousing. My friend Betty, she's 67, used to swear by those gritty cleansers, said they made her feel squeaky clean. But she started noticing her cheeks were always pink and tight afterward, like they were mad at her. So she switched to a creamy, gentle cleanser, just a dab with warm water, no scrubbing required. She told me it was like her skin sighed with relief, and those dry patches she'd been fighting started to fade. The trick is to look for something mild, maybe labeled for sensitive skin, and skip anything with a lot of fragrance or alcohol. Those can sting or dry you out more than you need. And it's not just about washing, it's how you dry off, too. Patting your face with a soft towel instead of rubbing keeps things from getting irritated. Betty laughed about it. She said she felt a bit fancy at first, like she was pampering herself, but now it's just habit. It's a small shift, but it's like giving your skin a break from the wear and tear it's already been through. You don't have to toss everything in your bathroom cabinet, just swap in something kinder, and you'll feel the difference in no time. Speaking of kindness, that brings me to another tip that's all about feeding your skin from the inside out. What you eat and drink doesn't just keep you going, it shows up on your face, too. As we age, our skin loves a little extra help from the good stuff, like fruits, veggies, and healthy fats. I'm not saying you need to live on kale smoothies, unless that's your thing, of course. But adding a few skin-friendly bites can make it glow in a way that creams alone can't. My neighbor Tom, he's 70, and he started tossing a handful of berries into his oatmeal every morning, strawberries, blueberries, whatever's on sale. He didn't think much of it at first, just liked the taste, but after a few weeks, he noticed his skin looked less dull, like it had a bit more life to it. Those berries are packed with antioxidants, which help fight off the little damages that pile up over time. Then there's water. Yep, we're back to hydration, but this time it's about sipping it, not slathering it on. Tom paired his berry habit with a big glass of water first thing in the day, and he says it's like his skin drinks it up from the inside. Add in some healthy fats, like a slice of avocado on toast or a few nuts for a snack, and you're giving your skin the building blocks to stay smooth. My Aunt Rose, she's 73, swears by a little olive oil drizzled on her salad. She says it's her secret to keeping that softness in her cheeks. It's not about a big diet overhaul, just a few tasty tweaks that tell your skin you're on its side. So, with gentle care and some good eats in play, let's explore how a little nighttime TLC can seal the deal. So, we've been chatting about treating your skin gently and giving it some love from the inside with good food and water, simple stuff that makes a real difference. Now, let's talk about something you can do when the day's winding down that'll have your skin thanking you by morning. It's all about a little nighttime care, nothing complicated, just a cozy routine to help your skin recover while you sleep. After 60, our skin works a bit slower at repairing itself, so giving it a boost before bed can keep it looking fresh and feeling soft. That's where this next tip comes in, using the night to nourish. You've probably heard all the buzz about fancy night creams, and sure, some of them are great, but you don't need to break the bank. The idea is to lock in moisture and give your skin something to work with while you're dreaming. My friend Doris, she's 69, and she started this little ritual a couple of years back. She washes her face with that gentle cleanser we talked about, then pats on a thicker moisturizer, something a bit richer than her daytime one. She picked up a jar with a touch of retinol in it, nothing too strong, just enough to smooth things out a bit. She told me it took a week or two, but she started waking up to skin that didn't feel like sandpaper anymore. Those fine lines around her eyes? They didn't vanish, but they softened up, and she says she feels like she's greeting the day with a little more pep. You don't have to go for retinol if it's not your thing. Something with a bit of shea butter or ceramides works wonders, too. The key is to put it on right after washing, when your skin's still a little damp, so it seals in that hydration. Doris laughs about how she used to think skincare was for young folks chasing perfection, but now she sees it as a way to feel good in her own skin, not to turn back the clock. It's like tucking your face in for the night, takes maybe 5 minutes, and you're done. And if you've got a spare pillowcase, swap it for a clean one every week or so. It keeps things fresh and cuts down on any grime that might sneak in. Now, with your skin cozy and cared for at night, there's one more piece to this that ties it all together, listening to what it's telling you. As we age, our skin's needs can shift, and paying attention can keep it happy. My cousin Linda, she's 71, learned this the hard way. She used to stick to the same routine she'd had since her 40s, harsh soap, no moisturizer, the works. But her skin started getting red and itchy, especially around her chin, and she couldn't figure out why. Turns out, it was crying for a change. She swapped that soap for a mild cleanser, started using a light cream, and even cut back on hot showers, kept them warm instead. Within a month, that irritation was gone, and she said it was like her skin finally stopped arguing with her. It's not about guessing what's wrong, it's about noticing the signs. If your cheeks feel tight, maybe up the moisture. If you're seeing more flaking, ease up on anything drying. Linda keeps it simple, she checks in with her skin like she's catching up with an old friend. And if something's really off, she's not shy about asking her doctor for a quick tip. It's your skin, after all, it's been with you through everything, and it's worth tuning into what it needs now. So, here's where we land, hydrating inside and out, protecting from the sun, going gentle, feeding it well, and giving it some nighttime love, all while listening to its whispers. These little steps add up to skin that feels good, not just looks good, and that's what matters. Have you got a skincare trick that's worked for you, or something you're curious to try? Share it in the comments, I'd love to hear what's on your mind. If you liked this, give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe for more ways to feel your best. Here's to skin that shines with you, at any age.